Welcome back, guys. Adam Aromas here. If you're new, this is your one-stop channel for fragrance reviews, first impressions, and overall scent education. Today, we're going to be breaking down some of the new 2025 collections from Rayhaan. You've got Rayhaan Italia, you've got Rayhaan Aquatica, and you've got Rayhaan Terra. We're going to be breaking them down. We're going to be talking about what they smell like, what they're inspired by, performance, and most importantly, are they worth the money? Okay, let's get straight into it. First up, Rayhaan Italia. So Rayhaan Italia is inspired by one of the most popular fragrances out there. It's Xerjoff Naxos, and if you know Naxos, then you know we're talking about honey, tobacco, lavender. It's a masterpiece, really is. One of my favourite ones out there. I was recently in the Trafford Centre and I actually tried the Xerjoff Naxos, and I literally put it down on my list as one of the two buys. Oh yeah, so opening up, you get the beautiful lavender and bergamot combo, but it's sweet. There's honey coming through. It's not your fresh barbershop lavender. This is more of like a gourmand, really like niche lavender sort of scent. As it develops, the tobacco leaves start to emerge with cinnamon. You get a touch of jasmine. It's warm, cozy. It's sweet, but not cloying. The base is where the magic happens. Vanilla, the tonka bean, and that honey tobacco. It creates a really incredible and very addictive dry down. Okay, before we get into the comparison, let's just give you a nice little look at that bottle. So Xerjoff Naxos, if you haven't heard of that, it's considered one of the best tobacco fragrances that's ever been made. So to be realistic, does Italia smell like Naxos? Yes. The DNA is definitely there. The honey tobacco lavender combination is unmistakable. Is it as refined? No. Naxos has this incredible quality and depth that's hard to replicate. The honey in Naxos is more nuanced, the tobacco is richer, the lavender is more natural, but here's the thing, Italia captures about 75 to 80% of that vibe for literally 10% of the price. Performance-wise, well, this is where Italia really does impress me. The longevity is sitting at least 8 to 10 hours on your skin. The projection is strong for the first 3 or 4 hours. It's got real presence. The sillage is excellent. You're leaving a trail without gassing people out. A real attention grabber and a real one to look out for. So when would you wear this? It's actually a more autumn and winter evening scent. Date nights, going out, special occasions. It's sweet, it's warm, it's seductive. I definitely wouldn't put it down as an office friendly one. It's a bit too sweet, too bold, but for the cooler evenings, absolute go-to. And if you've been curious about Xerjoff Naxos, then but you can't justify the £150, well, on a bottle of Italia, it's definitely an entry point, very affordable. Okay, next up, we've got Rayhaan Aquatica. So Rayhaan Aquatica was actually inspired by Creed Virgin Island water. So I actually went to the Trafford Centre recently to try a few of the Creeds there. And shout out to the girl there. She really did give me some nice ones to try. So we tried the original Santal. We also like Delphinus. So if anyone's got any suggestions for alternatives for those ones, then hit me up in the comments. But today we're going to have a look at Rayhaan Aquatica, inspired by Creed Virgin Island water. Now let's get into it. Okay, let's get into the smell test. So it's been described as having like quite tropical vibes. Again, let's take a look at the designs. They really do bring elegance to the bottles. Like you can imagine that on your shelf at home. Really nice display. Let's get into the smell. Yeah, so immediately you just get a hit of lime, a little bit of mixture of the rum and the coconut with that. It is like you've walked onto a Caribbean beach with a pina colada in your hand. It's fresh, it's sweet, tropical without being over synthetic. As it develops, You definitely get the tropical vibes, like, and then the hibiscus and the white floral notes just gives it a little bit of depth. The ginger just adds that little bit of spice, just to stop it being too sweet. Yeah, and in the dry down, you kind of get the musk, you get the sugar cane and that creamy coconut. That just stays right throughout. Really, really nice. Very affordable. And in terms of like the Creed Virgin Island water, I'd definitely say it is worth the hype. Okay, so in terms of the comparison, so Virgin Island water is a beautiful scent, but it's also very expensive, way over £200 a bottle. And although it's beautiful, it's also fairly linear. It's not the strongest performer. Aquatica really captures that tropical coconut lime vibe really, really well. Is it identical? Probably not. I'd probably say Virgin Island water is more refined, natural coconut note, and probably a better quality lime as well. But side by side, most people wouldn't really call you out about it. The DNA is definitely there, and honestly, Aquatica might even perform better than the original. So when would you wear it? It's definitely a spring and summer only. Think beach, pool, holidays, casual daytime wear, brunch, basically any warm weather activity where you want to smell good, you want to make an impression. It's fun, it's easygoing, it's got instant good vibes. If you love Virgin Island water or just want that tropical vibe without dropping serious money, then Aquatica is definitely a no-brainer. Okay, finally, we've got Terra. So Terra is definitely the heavyweight of the trio. This one's inspired by Amouage Outlands. And if you know Amouage and you know we're talking about some serious luxury fragrances, Outlands retails for well over £350. And it's one of the most unique fragrances out there. It's cowboy themed. Now let's get into it. Okay, let's get into the smell test. So this one's got a lot going on in there. So you're getting bergamot, it's got pink pepper, it's got a fresh spicy opening that really does grab attention. There's cardamom and adding a lot of warmth and complexity right from the start. As it develops, you get the vevita, geranium, and this beautiful like leather quality to it. Not really strong leather, quite subtle, but yeah, just a nice leather quality. It's got an earthy, almost like rugged sort of smell. Think leather saddles, dusty trails, wide open spaces. There's a green, gassy quality from the vevita. It keeps it fresh, despite the leather. The dry down is where Terra, though, really shines. You get the oak moss, the amber, and that leather note becoming more prominent. It's woody, it's earthy, it's masculine in a very primal, outdoorsy way. There's also some patchouli in the base. It adds depth, adds a slight earthy flavour to it. Compared to the other two, like the other two are quite sweet, whereas this one really has like a more manly kind of vibe to it. So comparison-wise, Outlands is meant to evoke the American West, the wide open prairies, the leather, the ruggedness. It's one of the most unique fragrances Amouage has ever made because it breaks away from their typical Middle Eastern perfumery style. Terra captures that earthy, leathery, vetiver forward character really well. The opening citrus and spice transition into a grassy, leathery heart, which definitely there. Where it differs is in the complexity. Outlands has this incredible interplay between fresh and earthy notes that's hard to replicate, but the core identity, Terra, definitely gets it. For most people that will capture that rugged, outdoorsy, masculine vibe without needing to drop £350, then Terra is definitely worth a choice. But one thing I would say is that it's not worth the blind buy. It's more for the types of people that know what they're looking for, know what kind of scent they like, and yeah, definitely more leaning towards those kind of people. Performance-wise, out of the trio, this one is probably the most longevity. You get 10 to 12 hours. It's got a really strong projection for at least the first 4 to 5 hours. It's got a serious presence. You're not going to go unnoticed. Sillage is excellent. You're leaving a trail wherever you go. When would I wear it? It's probably autumn, winter primarily, though spring you could probably get away with it. It's for the outdoor activities, the casual wear, dates where you want to show your rugged side. It's got this outdoorsy kind of adventurous character that works brilliantly for the weekends, hiking, casual gatherings. It's mature, confident. If you're under 25, you can absolutely wear it, but it's got a sophisticated, well-traveled vibe to it. It isn't like a nightclub fragrance. It's more for someone who appreciates quality and has a sense of adventure. So there you have it. There's my breakdown of the trio. You've got Rayhaan Italia, if you love sweet tobacco fragrances and a benign Naxos, but can't justify the price. This is your move. It's warm, it's seductive, it performs brilliantly. I'd definitely give this a 9 out of 10. Really like it, really good vibes. Then you've got Aquatica. It's the best affordable tropical fragrance on the market. Hands down, if you want Virgin Island water vibes, then it really captures that. Without the Creed price tag, it's fun, fresh, perfect for the summer. I'd definitely give this an 8 out of 10. And then finally, you've got the Terra, the powerhouse of the trio. If you appreciate bold, leathery, earthy fragrances and want the Outlands DNA, but on a budget, then this punches way above the price. Maybe not so much my cup of tea, but I'd still give this a good solid 7.5 out of 10. If you want to try all three as a sample or a bundle, then we've got the link in the description at Desert Aromas UK. All three of these bottles are sitting currently at about £20 to £25 each, which is absolute madness when you consider what they're inspired by. We're talking £200 to £300 niche fragrances being captured for a tenth of the price. Now, are they exact replicas? No, but very, very close. They give you a very similar vibe, the same feeling, the same general experience, and for most people, that's more than good enough. My personal favourite of the trio would probably be the Italia. I really love those tobacco, the honey, really sweet vibes of it, but all of them are really nice. But if you've tried any of these, let me know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications so you don't miss any more videos. Stay fragrant, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video.